time, you know, it's very short because we work for the Piast Night too, and we want to meeting you and just talking about Brussels. You know Brussels? A little? Or
Not much.
not much?
No.
Concert never here?
Well, we're very confused on the subject, actually. We played twice at Pukkelpop, which is
Yes.
outside of
Mm-hmm.
Brussels.
And we were trying to figure out if we have played in Brussels, and we think that we have, but we can't remember the name of the place.
No. But I'm sure I know a guy who does, and his name is Google. And I'm going to ask him at some point to figure this out.
Why do you think Google's a guy?
Lady, whatever Google, I don't know.
It.
Yes.
With both parts.
Oh.
I don't know.
We're just generally confused in life right now because we're kind of flying in from Australia, essentially, sort of.
Yeah, we were in Australia for a month doing Big Day Out.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the way back from Australia, we went to Hawaii to play a show. Then we went to LA for a meeting, Chicago for a show, New York to be home for 2 days, and then we came here. And then we thought we were going to be smart. We're like, all right, we're getting in at 9 a.m. yesterday. We're going to sleep for a couple hours and then get up, go see things, and then get a good night's sleep. But we hit snooze for about 5 hours.
We hit snooze every 9 minutes for 5 hours.
Wow.
I know. I can't even believe that. It's impressive snooze button pushing, by the way. But yeah, so it was a, and then we slept for just a couple hours last night. So we're just generally a little confused.
Yeah, it's really difficult to be an artist, I know. But have you got an amazing memories about Belgian people? When you come in Pukkelpop, it was great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, Kim saw many penises that day at the festival.
You just pee on the fence.
Is that when we were not used to this sort of, like at the Pukkelpop festival, it was like just sort of the troughs that went all around, and when you're in the on the other side of the fence, because that's where
The artists
are moving.
Ways.
It was like just like lines of penises, like.
But I really wanted to know.
What's happening?
Fire
I don't
alarm.
know.
No big deal. No big deal, guys. Happens all the time here. I wanted to see if I could pee in the trough, but I didn't end up doing that.
Kim
But
did have.
I think I had good aim. I could
But she also had this thing that was like, it's like
my
a
God.
cardboard penis.
Have you ever heard of the pee mate?
Yes, yes, it's yes,
the little-
cartoon.
Yeah, we don't
Paper,
have it.
It's art paper, you know?
Yeah, we don't have it in the States, but we had a roommate who was from Poland, and she had somehow come into a quantity of pea mates. And
It's genius.
they're great invention, even though.
Except
We can be a man for just 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's the only thing us guys have going for us. It's just the ability to pee and stand up at the same
when I
time.
first got them, I was very excited, and we'd be like drunk in Brooklyn, and then I'd be walking on the street. Being
She's like, look, I can walk and pee.
But I did make the mistake of maybe having a little too much alcohol and trying to pee in a park and sitting there and going, well, I'm peeing. Why isn't it coming out? And then realizing I had peed
Whoops.
all
Oh my
down
God.
my pants.
Yeah,
So,
it's a good look.
Yeah, I stopped
Good luck.
using them after that.
Yeah.
Good memories, thank you. You come back in Belgium for another festival in March.
March
Yes.
25th.
March 25th, I can only tell
wait,
because it
is
says it about 15 times right behind
March
you.
and Kim, yes.
So that's my cheat sheet. I'm like, oh yeah, and we're playing with all these bands. I know all of their names too. And
Yes, and me.
Cassius, Jim Jones Review, Human League,
I
Baracus
will
of
say Jim
Systema.
Jones Review keeps confusing me because in the U.S. there's a hip-hop artist called Jim Jones, and Jim Jones Review was on Big Day Out, but I thought it was Jim Jones. And
No.
they're different,
Yeah.
very different.
Also, when I was a kid, I had a really good friend named Jim Jones that was also known as Porno Jimmy because he had as a young man, he had a maximum
Porno stash.
amount of porn. Porno Jimmy, not just a clever name.
You want something for this night? Because we are there and we can give you something, this little pea or something else. You
Dude,
want?
if you get me a pee mate, I'll pee on stage.
Yes, if
You
want.
will not pee on stage.
I would totally pee on
I
stage.
have to put my foot down somewhere, and that
I
my
bet
foot
it's
is
never
down.
happened. I could be the first.
A woman peeing on stage. I'm sure it has happened.
Wait, didn't Fergie pee herself once?
I think she probably sweat. Kim has also sweat in precarious places that look like.
Okay, so here's the thing. At a point during the show, I like to do a booty dance on top of the crowd.
Where it
Yes.
stands on people's hands.
You can see me or not?
But so there's photos of me, people from below, of me doing the dance. But there was one photo that came online, and it really looked like I had peed myself. But it's just that at that point of the set, I am so sweaty, and you know, sitting down, you get pretty sweaty down there. So I have not peed
To
myself.
put it elegantly, swamp ass. Yeah. You know,
Elegantly.
elegantly, of course.
You know,
Man, have we hit every disgusting topic?
We're doing our
right
best.
now?
Doing our best. Really.
you think there's a fight on stage like your latest videos?
Oh,
Genres?
I
there's.
think Matt's learned his lesson.
Oh yeah, that was Kim teaching me a lesson. Apparently, it was universally believed that she did whoop my ass in that video. But I don't know. We had a thing. We shot one of our first music videos with people throwing food at us for a few minutes, and that definitely happened.
Well,
And then we
that's
did a video
because-
where we got naked, and that has happened on stage. But let me say, okay, sometimes we say that thing about like we played at Coachella last year, and someone jumped on stage naked, and they then became a registered sex offender in California because there's a lot of underage people, and you're not allowed to expose yourself in front of underage people. And he was caught, and you know, even though it wasn't like anything weird or sexual or whatever, but we were playing this festival and we were on an 18 plus stage. And we're like, well, I hear there's no rules here, and it's 18 plus and whatnot. And that guy who got on stage and was like taking it and swinging it around was actually pretty disturbing. It was really disturbing. Like we were kind of egging it on, and then it happened. I was like, don't need to see that. I just don't need to see that.
And it was funny how security kind of went.
They're like, should I stop you? They're like, just move. But yeah.
It was your idea for the videos? Because
Yeah.
I know you have all the ideas for the video when you're naked.
Yeah, a couple of
I'm so
those.
sorry for
I know, right?
Even though the most recent one, the one in the fight, Kim was very excited about that
Yes?
one.
Yes,
Really?
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Why?
She's really into like those fighting movies like Born Identity and I don't know, whatever stuff like
And
that.
you work with a choreographer? Or?
Yeah, we did. You mentioned that movie. Yeah, we worked with a choreographer.
Choreographer.
He had done like 300 and
The Matrix.
The Matrix
And Born Identity.
and like basically anything where Keanu Reeves is kicking ass. They were part of it. I noticed on the wall, but
it's pretty intense. Like, so we shot the video in LA, and we went there to do 2 days of training and 2 days of shooting. And so we were looking at the schedule and we were like, why are we only doing 3 hours of training? We should be doing the whole day. We got there, and after the first 3 hours, we could hardly walk.
Yeah.
Like it basically looked like this.
I didn't even know I had hamstrings until they were just like so in pain.
It was intense, and it's weird because it's more like dancing.
Yes.
Kind of like and making sure that you miss the person's face instead of actually hitting the
Dude,
person's
she
face.
hit me right in the nose, square in the face with like everything she had.
Again?
Telling you guys all the time.
Yeah, and it was the first time I've ever been punched in the face.
And he got a bloody nose.
First time I've ever had a bloody nose. I've never even had like a bloody nose. Like some people get bloody nose from dry air and when they were kids, and I never had a bloody nose until Kim punched me in the freaking face.
You are hurt, really.
What? Yeah.
Yes.
You are hurt.
I mean, I was playing it.
I'm
I was
a man,
playing it
no,
cool.
I'm a man, I'm strong.
Yeah,
No
like
problem.
and then I was like, oh man, I just got something in my eye. Just something got caught in my eye.
Thank you. We just finished now, but we have a gift for you.
Oh,
Yes, really, because we love your music, and we don't have the time to stay for a long time with it. But we coming in the Pias night, and we see you again.
We're gonna pee on stage
Yeah.
together,
Oh, gosh.
right?
Yes,
Going
I'm
down.
Yeah, don't
We'll cross streams. It'll be
What's
weird.
the sex offense laws in this country? Let's see.